Hi, I'm Emily Acker. I'm a former student of Young Playwrights. I'm here to answer a few questions.
And are there any academic skills that you gained from your playwriting experience?
Sure. Absolutely. I never really written creatively before, and it's like a kind of a different animal than having to write a analytical paper. And I think it helped me be more like introspective as a writer. Just looking like for the meaning in my words more, like even though I'd never done it before, like to what I'm truly trying to say, which I think makes you more concise and clear, which is important in any kind of writing you do, so I definitely think that helped. And also like the key stuff like proofreading, etc., like the syntax and grammar, like absolutely the more you do it, the more you're aware of like what you did wrong. So yeah.
Is there an advice that you would give someone who is writing their first play?
Sure. I guess write about something that you love or something that's important to you. It only makes it more compelling. It only makes you more interested in it. And when it's been over a year and you've looked at the same words for over and over and over, it's if you love it, then it's worth all the sweat and tears to revise it a million times, which is something that I know is something I did. And it took a while, but it's definitely worth it.
And your play was produced recently.
Yeah.
How was that experience?
Oh, it was amazing. It was like so surreal. I was lucky enough. I would just start in my first year at school, and I was like in between classes, and like Glenn calls me, and he's like, "Hey, Em, like, we've got this extra grant. Like, we want to produce your play." And I was like, "I don't know what you're saying. Like, what are you talking about?" Yeah, and it was David Bradley is an amazing director. The actors were phenomenal. It was like an unforgettable experience that I was so lucky, and it was all because of the people here and everything they do.
And before the play was produced, did you just hand over the play and then they just do whatever they want, or did you have to sit down and talk to them?
Not exactly. So, well, when it was staged for the festival at Tebo, when it won the competition in 2008, I had revised it a million times, and it was like, okay, well, fine. And then I had gone through like other processes and like had looked it over and over again, but I was in Chicago while the play was being rehearsed here for at the Suzanne Roberts Theater, and so I was in contact with the director all the time, being like, he said, this really seems to work on stage, but this kind of doesn't. Like, will you look at this line? Like, how can we tweak this? What do you mean by this? So we were in a constant dialogue, which was really, like, it was hard to not be able to see it up front, but at the same time, it was like a very like rewarding experience to now be there and see the final product. It was exciting.
Were you always a writer?
Oh God, no.
No? Are you serious? No.
No, not at all. That was the first play I ever wrote. It wasn't. I mean, I wrote I wrote papers for school when I was like adequate writer. I wouldn't call myself a writer. Now it's hopefully I'm studying it, so we'll see.
So you're studying theater in college right now?
Yeah, theater with a certificate in playwriting. So we'll see what happens.
Nice.
Yeah.